Welcome back to the channel. My name's Rico Tensai. Today, we're talking about anime again. Now, the topic is, would I recommend One Piece? Now, first, can we all agree that we all watch anime because it's fun and it distracts us from the real world? We can all agree on that, right? Cool, great, moving on. Now, why do we ask for recommendations? Because for the most part, you are bored of watching the same 5 or 10 shows every single time. Yes, I understand they are your comfort shows. We all have comfort shows, but sometimes it's not enough to satisfy whatever it is that we're going through. So then we ask our friends, okay, what can you recommend me? What's the new show that I should watch, right? I'm sure we all have at least one friend who is going to recommend you One Piece because they're going to say that's the greatest show of all time and everyone should be watching it. Now, I understand people's responses to that is always very negative and it's always just, it's too long, it's overrated, it's boring. That's usually how it goes every single time. Now, but my question is, do you think people recommend it because the story is good, or do they recommend it because of how it changed their lives? For the most part, we can all agree that anime makes you want to be a better person, which is why people who watch One Piece want you to have that same feeling as how they felt, because it makes sense to recommend a show that makes you feel good, because they're of course not gonna recommend you something that makes you feel bad about yourself. Now, I'm not gonna say you're gonna instantly feel something because you watch One Piece, but at least it's something new and you're not bored anymore because you have something to watch now, because that was the reason why you asked. That's why anyone asks for any recommendation. It's because people are bored. For me, I try not to bring up One Piece a lot to some people, especially to new anime watchers, just because, yes, it is too long, and yes, it can be overrated, and you will get spoiled. Most definitely. You'll most definitely get spoiled because it's so long of a series, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I have points, but they're not great. Like here, for example, because it's something is too long, it's just like, I could say that it's long for a reason, like it's a good story, but at the same time, you could argue like, well, there's a lot of long stories that should have ended sooner. For example, Supernatural, it went on for almost 15 seasons. It could have stopped at maybe 6. Because by like 10 or 11, that's when it started to lose me. So then that's why I kind of stopped. But that's an also good point. And also like The Simpsons, for example. The Simpsons is also a very long series. Doesn't mean it's the greatest show of all time. Some might say it's not the greatest show of all time, but it's just like, are you really going to watch the new seasons of The Simpsons, or are you just going to rewatch all the, your favorite seasons that everyone watches? That's all I get. I mean, that doesn't help at all. It doesn't help my argument at all for it being so long. And then the whole, like, it's overrated. It's like, yeah, it's popular. Everyone loves it. And it's just like, I mean, isn't that like a good thing that it's overrated? It's just the new people who talk about One Piece can be annoying because it's just like, well, now you're talking about it to the point where it's just like, there's nothing wrong. It's always one of those people who are like, oh, there's nothing wrong with the show. It's like, there's a couple things that you could say that there's wrong. Like, it's not, I'm not going to say that every One Piece like arc is like amazing. It's good, but like some are better than others. You know, you have the infamous Skypiea that, which I reread / rewatched. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I remembered. So I feel like that was overhyped for a very long time for being like a really bad season. And then there was, let's see, Punk Hazard has fun moments, has very funny moments, but like I don't like it. I don't like it. Fishman arc, I gotta rewatch it again. I gotta rewatch Fishman. There's some that I have to rewatch and like at the time it was okay, but like if I rewatched it, is it good again? Maybe, I don't know. All right, and then now for the complaint of just like it's boring, or just like I don't know, Luffy's like a very boring character. It's like, it's not just about, I mean, yes, it is about Luffy, but like there are other characters also to look at and just, you know, to look up to, kind of, because like, I mean, for the most part, I mean, do I look up to Luffy in my life? Not really. I don't really look up to Luffy, but it's just like I said, I don't have any good points. I'm sorry. Most of my points are very like, you could argue that like it's not good, so then I just stay hush hush. I just enjoy people who also watch it. So I feel like it is sometimes a waste of time if I try to convince someone to watch One Piece, which is why I rather just talk to someone who already watched it instead of me just hearing why I shouldn't watch it or why I should stop watching it. It's just like, why are we so quick to like find something that we don't like about not just One Piece, but just in shows or in life in general, of just like, for the most part, whenever someone tries to recommend you anything, they're just trying to make your life a little bit easier. So then it's weird that we have to immediately like hate hate whatever it is that they're recommending to prove them wrong so that you could feel good. And that doesn't make any sense at all. So that's why I kind of just stopped recommending. Well, I never really started to recommend One Piece, but then it made me always think about, like, should I ever? And for the most part, I don't want to. I'd rather just talk to people who also enjoy One Piece, and that's it. So why would I want to start an argument as to why you should watch a show? If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Like, I'm not going to make a whole debate about it. I wouldn't make a super long video of why you should watch it. At the same time, I'm not going to make a video why you shouldn't watch it either. But at the end of the day, am I ever going to recommend it? No. Am I still going to watch One Piece? Yeah. I'm still going to watch it. I'm going to keep it to myself. It feels like I'm gatekeeping, but I'm not, because everyone knows about One Piece. But, like, yeah, I just wouldn't. I don't think I would, just because I don't have any good argument points. That's all I could say. But for the most part, that's it. Hopefully you didn't take this video too seriously. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate anyone who watches, even if it's 2 views, even if it's 10 views. I appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new topic.